Hello and welcome to Alternate Image Raid. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of a variation on a clan boss build that I did kind of recently. The point I want to highlight about this is to show you what the difference of changing just one champion can do with the success of a run. I tried to do this Infinite Shield team. I had seen Ash highlight this video, this guy's run that did this 1.1 billion damage. I failed miserably to get this shield team going the way I wanted to, but now I'm trying it instead with Geomancer. So instead of actually using the champion that is meant to be used on the team as the damage, as Corpulent Cadaver, that is supposed to be on the team, I'm using Geo to provide some extra defense to the team. So I'm going to show you how the AI is set up. Let's check this out. So Sandlash, we're going to set it so that her A1 goes first, so she's not extending the debuffs until there's debuffs out. We are doing the same thing here with Hellborn Sprite, and then not using her A2 because it is kind of a useless ability. For Krisk, we just want to set the order. His speed buff goes out, and then it doesn't happen again because it doesn't need to. It's getting extended, and the ally protect is coming from his A2. Brogni here is just getting his shield up first with his block debuffs, and then that is getting extended perpetually and buffed by his A2. And then we just have priority here set for Geomancer's A3, and then showing that his passive is what is helping us. So again, I'm going to show this run. I'm going to kind of speed through this one pretty quick, and then at the end of the run, as normal, I will go over their stats and their abilities and their masteries and all that sort of thing. But this one actually worked. This one got me, spoilers. I don't want to lead through this one. This one actually worked. This one got a 1 key. This one felt a lot more stable. It's not a massive 1 key. It's not a world record unkillable or anything like that. But part of when I want to show this, it just show you again, like I said in the beginning, the importance of what swapping out one champion can do. So this is putting in a better champion, technically, than the other one, but it's varying the team from this crazy team that I watched this video of, and going in to, I wouldn't say a less crazy team in terms of gear and so forth, but something that my account can reach. Like putting in this different champion enables me to get the content done in a way that I couldn't do it before. I could potentially use this team as my clan boss team, and the other one I could not to accomplish the 1 key that my goal is. So again, we're going to speed through this, check out the video, check out this kill, and then we'll get to the end of this, and I'll show you all their stats. There we go. The clan boss finally took us out. It took almost what, turn 80 or something. That's pretty good. And all we really did was we switched out Corpulent Cadaver, who is supposed to be on this team. This team is built around extending the shields for Corpulent, for Geomancer, and we got the benefit of Geomancer's passive, along with maybe the extra defense loss. 5% defense, I'm not really sure how much that makes when you already have the defense down on the enemy, but it probably still is at least something. We'll see that Brogni did the majority of the damage, with Geomancer coming in a close second, and everybody else just kind of showing up. Now, if Hellborn and Sandlashed here had their masteries going into the attack tree and taking War Master, we'd have seen them with 2 to 4 million additional damage probably as well. I'm pretty excited. It actually worked. Like, I wasn't actually sure if it would be able to last long enough to make up for the not functioning mechanic the way that this team is supposed to. So let me go show you all of their stats, and we'll get into little discussion about those guys. So everybody that was on this team for the previous video where I attempted to mimic the world record shield team, their stats are going to be the same. So I'm going to show them anyway, but if you've already seen that, you can know what to expect. So we just have a ton of defense here. We have a decent amount of HP. His damage is fine, and then his speed was boosted a little bit for that team to try to get more rotations and help keep that buff up, and then accuracy over 250 to land the debuffs. And he is in a stalwart set, along with going down into War Master for damage masteries there. Now, this Brogni is in a very specific set for this team, and actually for that affinity of boss. We have a reflex set, so he can rotate through his A2s and increase that shield even bigger. Stat-wise, we're looking at as much attack and crit damage as I could possibly get on him, with the speed being around this level. For the tuning, it needed to be around there, but it's not a precise tune. You'll notice his crit rate is at 71%. This is accounting for 15% increase from being against Spirit, and also 15% for Hellborn Sprite's a buff that she's providing to the team. Masteries here, we're going through Giant Slayer because his shield can proc that repeatedly, and it is pretty nice. We'll start with the masteries on this guy. We have a War Master, pretty standard damage build. His key here really is the decreased damage on allies with the Reflect that goes through this HP burn weaken ability. Also came in pretty nice here was the removes buffs from target enemy that actually seemed to happen a lot regardless of being weak affinity. Pretty nice. I recently buffed this guy up, but I haven't gone through and enchanted him yet, so he could be even a little bit stronger. We'll notice he has a ton of accuracy. I'm kind of going to do something with him for Iron Twins, so keep an eye out for that. Decent defense, okay attack. His speed should be a little bit higher, but really the accuracy is what this particular version is built for. We'll see we're in no particular sets past that point. Sandlash was trying to be as tough as possible and fast as possible, so we have almost 4,000 defense with decent speed, okay crit rate and damage. Her accuracy could be higher to help her her buff strip down a little bit right here, decrease the duration, that weak, not weak hits, but gets resisted a lot. We are also in a reflex set in order to help that same ability keep extending the buffs even more often. And then Mastery, she doesn't have her final tier. I'm probably going to end up putting her in War Master for that extra damage. I haven't want to deal with respecking this champion because we could be going Bulwark or we could be going extra defense. I'm just not sure the right way to go with this champion, so I've left it alone for now. Like, it seems to be working out okay. Hellborn, we did take into specific masteries. I went Bulwark. This is kind of copying, I believe, what the original team did. This decreased the damage on all allies, which is also why one of the reasons she died first, in addition to this Guardian set, which does the same thing. Take some of the damage from allied champions. Now, this is what they were doing at their Hellborn. I'm not sure it's the right way because mine is a little bit too weak in defense to be taking the damage for the whole team. She does tend to die first, but we'll see defense, good as speed as you can get, and then accuracy to land this debuff, which doesn't matter as much if you're running Geomancer, but is still good all around for the champion. So yeah, it's interesting how swapping out the correct champion. Let me go show you Corpulent in case you didn't watch that old video and don't feel like going back to it. His ability works that he inflicts damage based on the value of the shield that he is under, and a team makes a really big shield and therefore really big damage. And so the idea is his shield gets massive and then he starts slapping for millions. However, my team just wasn't strong enough to get the shield big enough to get that damage quick, and wasn't strong enough to live. We didn't live as long with him on the team as we did going with our Geomancer. The Geomancer's increased defense relative to his damage reduction, just really strong, and also is going to keep that shield bigger longer. So I don't know, there may be some kind of further hybrid I can do with this team. I'm not really sure. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing a little bit variant, seeing what changing one champion can actually do to a team composition. As always, this has been an alternate image raid video, trying some different things, trying to tackle some things that bigger content creators have done and see what we can do to make use of some of it. What can I do that will make it function, despite the fact that I just can't reach the gear of some of the stronger accounts out there in this game. Obviously, this is not a budget team by any means, but at least it is a little bit more achievable than the original one I was going to in that previous video. So if you like this, drop a like. If you really liked it, drop a sub. And if you dislike it, smash that dislike button because it's still engagements for the channel. And as always, have a great day.